Something massive is happening right now inside your iPhone. Seriously. Apple just made a $1 billion bet that's going to fundamentally change how you use your phone. And they did it by teaming up with their biggest rival.
Yeah, you heard that right. For years, it's been Apple versus Google, right? A total battle for the soul of your phone. But in a move that honestly stunned the tech world, they've joined forces.
And look, this isn't some minor side project. We are talking about a deal that's reportedly worth $1 billion a year. The stakes, they just don't get much higher than this. So the big question is why? Why on earth would Apple, a company that famously prides itself on building everything themselves, suddenly bring Google's AI into the very heart of the iPhone? Well, the answer is way more fascinating than you might think. Okay, so let's get into it. To really understand this deal, you have to understand Apple's kind of secret problem. They were quietly falling behind in the AI race. They were facing what you might call a serious capability gap. I mean, let's be real. Siri was still great for setting a timer or asking about the weather, but the world had just moved on. Competitors like GPT and Google's own Gemini could handle these really complex, multi-step requests like, hey, find me a good Italian restaurant near the theater, book a table for 2 at 8, and then add it to my calendar. Poor old Siri was just stuck in a simple command and response world. So Apple needed a partner, and they needed one fast. Now, they looked at others, but Google's Gemini was really the perfect fit. First off, it's multimodal, which is a fancy way of saying it understands text, images, and sound all at once, which is a total must-have for a device with a camera and a mic. Second, the two companies already had this deep financial relationship. And third, and this is absolutely crucial, Google agreed to play by Apple's super strict privacy rules. Okay, so Apple's solution wasn't just to, plug Gemini into Siri and call it a day. No way, that is not their style. Instead, in classic Apple fashion, they engineered this incredibly elegant, 3-tiered system to act as Siri's new brain. And here it is. Just look at this breakdown. A massive 60% of your requests are handled right there on your device. Another 30% go to Apple's own secure cloud. And only the top, most complex 10% of questions ever get sent to Google's Gemini. Now, what's really cool about this slide is how it lays out the trade-offs. By keeping most of the work on your phone, Apple gets maximum speed and can guarantee complete privacy. Plus, it works offline. It's a system designed from the ground up with privacy at its absolute core. Let's just talk about that first tier for a second, because this part is pure magic. Apple built a powerful 3 billion parameter AI model that lives entirely on your phone, running on the Apple Neural Engine. This means most of what you ask Siri stays right there, in your hand. Your personal data literally never leaves your device. Now, for more complicated stuff, your request might go to Apple's private cloud. But for the really heavy lifting, like, say, planning a detailed vacation or writing a poem, Siri will actually ask for your permission before sending anything to Gemini. You are always in control. But hold on, because this story is about so much more than just making Siri smarter. The real prize here, the big opportunity, is about unleashing a whole new gold rush for app developers and completely changing the App Store as we know it. You see, for years, Siri was pretty limited in how it could talk to your other apps. It only understood about 120 different types of commands, which developers call intents, things like send a message or book a ride. But with this new system, that number has just exploded. Siri can now understand over 340 different intents, and they cover everything from booking a doctor's appointment to approving a financial transaction. It's a huge leap. And this quote right here, it just perfectly illustrates the game changer. Imagine you ask Siri to scan a business card. If an app has registered with Siri that it's the best at that specific job, Siri will now find that app and recommend it right to you. Apple is basically providing free, laser-focused marketing for developers. This completely flips the script for developers. Before, if you wanted to add AI to your app, you had to pay for these expensive cloud services and constantly worry about user privacy. Now, Apple is just giving them this powerful, private, on-device AI for free with its foundation models framework. It even works when you're offline. And this isn't just theory, it's already happening. Apps are using these new tools to build amazing features. Swing Vision can analyze your tennis match and give you coaching feedback. Smart Gym can create a summary of your workout. VLO can automatically create subtitles for your videos. All of it is powered by the free AI living right there on your phone. So let's bring it all home. What does all of this mean for you and for the future that's sitting in your pocket? Because this isn't just some tech update, it's the beginning of a whole new era for personal computing.
See, this is a multi-year strategy. It's starting right now with the new Siri. Then, at its next big conference, Apple is expected to release a new framework they're calling Core AI. And in the future, we're going to see the arrival of these deeply integrated AI-native apps.
So, what is an AI native app? Well, imagine apps are no longer just these passive tools that you have to open and tell what to do. They'll become intelligent partners that actually anticipate what you need, work together seamlessly, and are woven directly into the fabric of your phone through Siri. Okay, so what are the key takeaways here? First, Siri got a serious brain transplant. It's now a hybrid system that puts your privacy first. Second, Apple has kicked off a brand new gold rush for developers by giving them powerful AI tools for free. And third, because of all that, your iPhone is about to get a whole lot smarter. And that leaves us with one final, absolutely massive question. Apple isn't just upgrading one phone. They're upgrading an entire ecosystem of 2.2 times billion active devices. So what happens when you give all of those devices a truly intelligent, privacy-first AI, and then you give the keys to millions of developers to build on top of it for free? I guess we're all about to find out.